I switch positions.
Clean version.
All right, I'm here.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, sure. I'm
I'm
just.
trying to get my AirPods to work.
That's fine. So yeah,
Right.
what's the argument that logic exists?
Check 1 2.
Hello?
Yes. Okay, we're good. It's working. So put simply,
Yeah, what's the
the argument for logic
lot?
existing?
Mm-hmm.
It's an abductive argument. You know what that is? Basically, I guess the simplest way to put it is the math and logic works so well in reality that it would be kind of ridiculous if it wasn't real. You know, why
Wait,
would we use
wait,
logic
wait,
and
wait,
math to
wait,
build
wait,
spaceships?
wait. It works so well in reality. What do you? Is that? I'm not. Are you saying that there's some relevant utility in describing real objects using logics and mathematics?
No, I'm saying that math is a real thing that existed before any human ever existed.
Okay, well, I'm not granting you logical mathematical realism, anyways. But it seemed like what you said is that it offers such utility. It's strange to say that it wouldn't exist. At least that's what I
I don't
interpreted.
think that's what
Okay, so then I'm not clear what the reasoning is to think logic exists.
abductive arguments are basically.
I know what
the
abductive
things
arguments
that
are. I'm just trying to understand what's the argument.
The argument is that it's the best explanation for
For
why they work so
for
well.
what phenomena? Okay, so if
For math and science.
so
and
lo-
logic
but-
being useful to build rockets and go to outer space.
okay, so it works well. Okay,
Exactly.
and why is that? Why does that offer a good reason to think it exists?
Because without it, we wouldn't be able to do so much. It's like the most useful thing that we've ever discovered.
Okay, first,
And
I don't grant you that if logic existed, we would expect its utility. We would have expectations in it having this utility, right? One thing I don't grant you. Now, when you talk about it being, unless you want to appeal to additional theoretical virtues from the phenomena of utility having, or sorry, logic having utility in advancements in the sciences and technology, I don't know how that would levy. What are the theoretical virtues that levy logical realism? I don't even know how that, like, in what. Okay, so there's a couple of things. I'm not understanding how it's more plausible, how it's even plausible if logic existed. How it's more plausible if
well, what's the alternative? You know, what's the alternative? That
Alter-
it was invented by humans?
what do you wait? Okay. First, let's just talk about the fact it's not expected. Do we agree that if logic existed, we wouldn't have this expectation about the utility of logic in describing and advancing sciences, right? And technologies.
I think I don't agree with that. I think if
Okay,
logic
so
was real,
so
then
then
it would have utility in the real world.
okay, so then present the argument that if logic were to exist, we would have this expectation.
That seems kind of obvious to me. Why is it not obvious to you?
It's not obvious to me because I don't see it's expected. In fact, it's obviously unexpected to me. Nothing about the fact that certain formulas are somehow features of reality would I deduce the expectation that these formulas would have utility in advancing the sciences. In fact, I wouldn't even expect that if certain formulas of some logic were to exist, that would expect that rational agents would use these types of logical norms.
Which other kinds would they use?
I mean, many. Suppose classical logic existed. Well, they can use intuitionist logics, paraconsistent logics, right?
Are you
Fuzzy
using logic
logics,
right now?
connective logics, etc. So I'm just not clear. First, your task is to show that if logic existed, there would be the expectation of it having utility in certain advancements, pragmatic advancements in the sciences and technologies. That was your first claim. I don't see that
That's like
expectation.
asking. It's simple.
So
I'll
just
explain by analogy. Like,
no,
let's say
I want
I'm
an
Uber
okay. I
driver.
want an argument supporting that the claim that that's expected.
Yeah, let's say I'm an Uber driver and I'm trying to go pick someone up and drop somebody off. Do you think it will be easier if I know?
Wait, I don't
what
understand
the
why you're
reality
asking a question. I'm curious. What's the argument supporting this claim that if this fact were true, that is expected under the hypothesis that fact, or the hypothesis logic existed, that fact raises its probability. That's more expected than not, given conditional hypothesis. Right? That's the claim on the table that that's the claim on the table I'm currently awaiting an argument.
You did not understand my analogy with the Uber driver?
That analogy wasn't an argument supporting the claim. If the hypothesis logic existed were true, we would expect the fact that...
Are you unable to understand the relevance of the analogy?
I don't care if it's relevant, because the only thing I'm interested in getting at this moment is an argument supporting the claim. Look, the conclusion... I want an argument with the conclusion being that if logic existed, then we would expect that logics would have utility in advancing the sciences.
Look, it's so simple. I don't even know why you're even asking this question.
Because I don't see reasons to...
Okay,
but whatever you're going to say, if it's not an argument, you're just going to have me repeat this. So I think it would be best... I think it would be best we don't do this, because if you do it, you're just halting for time. Because in any case, if it's not an argument supporting the claim, you're just going to go... Well, I'm not going to say it's going to go in through one ear and out the other, because I'll listen. But what it won't be is an epistemic reason to believe what you've claimed from the onset, right? And that's what I currently want. An argument supporting the claim that if we had this hypothesis, we would expect this data.
Yeah, it's very simple. Having a map for your reality makes you better able to navigate it. That's the argument. Like, it's so simple. Like, how are you not getting that?
By the way, Mason, the argument that I kind of like... I think I extracted from him was that if logic existed, then we would expect that logic... Well, I would think that would be like affirming consequent. But I think he just wants to say... I think he just wants to say there's evidence for logic existing. Then we have the background fact that logic has utility, serves utility in advancing other fields, and that's expected if logic existed. And I'm just not convinced of that, and I still haven't been presented an argument. But he seems either not to understand what an argument is, or thinks he's fulfilling his task of giving an argument by giving a bunch of analogies, which are obviously not arguments. To be clear, am I right about you saying that logic serving utility is expected if logic existed?
It's the best explanation for the situation, yeah.
Okay, so...
Because imagine if it wasn't true.
Okay, so...
What logic was not real, and it was invented by human beings. You know, how could we do things like invent the iPhone, or discover Neptune out there, or discover the atomic bomb?
Well, questions of how wouldn't be an argument supporting your claim, unless you're saying something incredulous.
No, it's an abductive argument. You give me a more plausible...
Yeah, I don't want you to say something incredulous. I don't want you to say something incredible. I just want you to... I just want you to present the argument that if logic existed, the utility logic currently serves would be expected.
Can you, like, explain to me why it wouldn't be expected? Like,
No. What do you mean? You're supposed to be presenting the argument that if logic existed, we would expect it to have this utility. That's the claim you made. I don't know what you're asking me to do. It's not my task to show that that's not the case. I haven't seen support to believe that. There's no epistemic reasons yet that I've been offered in accepting such a view. Right? So if you want to say I'm irrational for not thinking...
Like the whole argument about there being a map doesn't work for you for some reason?
That's... Wait, the argument with the map, what's the argument?
If a person who's navigating the world has a map, he will be more successful. Is that true or false?
Sure.
Okay, logic is the same way. If the world is...
Logic is the same way.
And we know logic...
I don't grant that it's the same way. Yeah, but that's something I don't grant. I don't grant that just as if a map were to exist, it offers navigational utility to some appraiser. In the same respect, we would think, or the same sentiments carried of logic, that if logic were to exist, then we would expect that same utility. I don't grant that. Now, that's exactly the same map case you gave, which seems to just be repeating that if logic existed, it served utility. That's exactly what I want the argument for.
I did not really say that. I said it's the most plausible explanation of why it serves utility. It's not like a question whether it serves utility. It obviously does. Like, that's not a question.
Sorry. So I'm trying to understand. Are you not saying that it's expected greater than not that if logic were to exist, logic would offer utility in advancing fields, right? Is that not what you're saying? Yes or no?
to be honest, I did not understand exactly what you said. Could you rephrase it?
I don't think there's going to be a way I could rephrase it. All I'm saying is that you're saying it's more probable on the hypothesis logic existed that logic would serve utility.
If logic was real, it would make more. It's more plausible that logic is real because of how useful it is.
That's repeating the thing that I'm offering. That's the same thing you're repeating. I'm offering an interpretation to understand. Right? Is what, to be clear, yes or no is what you're saying. That if logic were to exist, it's more expected than not that it would serve the utility that we had the background fact of that utility being served. I iterated that weirdly, but whatever.
I'm talking about plausibility.
Yeah, you said that logic advances the sciences and technologies, and that we use logic to describe certain phenomena, just like math. That's what you said. So I'm trying to understand: are you saying that if logic were real, we would expect that we would advance fields of the sciences, if more than not, if logic existed?
What do you think the word exist means? I'm really curious about this. You've said it a lot of times.
Well, I'm presuming you're using it as a primitive. The way I'm going to offer at least my account of existence is not going to be one that you're going to, it's going to be, it's going to trivially reduce the logic not existing, right? So I want to avoid that because it's logically impossible under at least the semantics of exist I use that logic exists. So I'm using the more charitable primitivist account of exist, where we want to say it's possible, it's epistemically possible, abstract to exist. Right, under that account, I'm trying to understand, and you haven't helped me get this clarity. Is what you're saying that if logic existed, it's more expected than not that logic would serve the utility it does? Is that a yes or a no?
So let me rephrase what you're saying. If logic didn't exist, then it would be expected that it wouldn't be as useful as it is, in our everyday real life.
Yeah, is that what you're saying? I'm asking you if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like if logic was invented by humans...
Yeah, and okay. Now just serve me the argument.
It's not self-evident to you?
No, it's not self-evident to me. In fact, it's almost obvious to me that it doesn't generate that expectation. Nothing about the fact that... Nothing about there being a formal language, a formal model, a certain set of formulas. If these things were somehow features of reality, whatever that means... right? Or there's facts about certain logical syntactic rules. None of that, if that were to exist, would I generate the expectation it would offer utility to humans? I don't know how in the hell you would think that you generate that expectation. But since that's your claim, I just want to know what's the argument supporting.
Yeah, my argument was an abductive one to the best explanation.
Oh, no. Wait. Where we're at is wait. No, wait. No, wait. No.
Why are we doing this?
Wait, no. Yeah, why are you doing this? Yeah, because no, because we're no. I can explain why I'm interrupting. I can explain. No. We're on a point. Wait. Okay, let's make it clear. No, wait. Wait. We're on a point. We're on. Okay, hold on. Look, I will remove you if you stop. Let's calm down. We're in. Look. I'll explain why I'm interrupting.
I want to talk about something.
So look, I'm gonna just remove him and bring him back real quick, because I'm not right now. I'm just trying to hone in on that point that of the claim that it's expected that has not yet been established. So we're not gonna move past that point. So let me bring this moron back in here. Jesus Christ. Also, let me know when my mic cuts out, because I think I somehow damaged my mic. And now it somehow cuts in and out, and it's really obnoxious. But
the next day.
How are you, my friend?
Hey, hopefully you don't run this time. I guess we can wait for.
Run, bro.
Oh, I kicked you. I added you back. Then you left on your own accord. Then you blocked me. Yeah, you ran by. I introduced you back into the group chat, and the reason I kicked you from the onset was justified, which I actually thoroughly explained twice in the comments. Which was fairly obvious because you were pivoting. And I had explained to you how you were pivoting. And I said, no, we're not going to get off the point until we resolve it. And if you try to pivot, I will kick you. I iterated it clearly.
Are you
So yes, you did run because I even offered to explain how it was a pivot. I offered you that chance, and you said no. Then you kept making sounds like an immature child. Then you, knowing I gave you the threat, still decided to go on making noises, and I kicked you. So yes, you did run for the reasons I just explained thoroughly. So don't act like you didn't. Now let's just avoid all that meta and ignore the past.
Wait. Let me respond to that. My name is Mello.
I don't
Keep it
care
Are you
what your
having a
name
mental
is.
health crisis right now? Like, are
I
you okay?
really don't care what your name is.
Chill, bro. You know, like, just chill, mellow. You know, that's how I like to talk.
I just explained how I ran. That's all I was doing.
Just tone it down a little. You know. You don't
Okay,
have to,
I
like,
was just I wasn't freaking out.
like a normal person.
You were.
Yeah, you are freaking out. You're like,
How am I freaking out?
you're talking fast with a raised voice and with a lot of emotion.
I wasn't talking fast.
Yeah, you were. And you were talking loudly too.
No, that's the normal speed I
Tone
talk.
it down a notch.
Wait,
Yeah, I know.
wait,
You're normally
wait, what?
feeling like you have a mental health crisis going on.
Yeah, so now if you're gonna do that cringe psychologizing, which is obviously
Okay.
aimed to make me angry, then this is not going to be productive. Now let's calm down. First, I'm talking at a normal pace. Secondly, the reason I raised my voice is because you lied blatantly, and I had to explain the obvious of how you ran, and I had to explain this 4 times. In fact, no. Look, why is it unjust for me to get infurious when you say that you didn't run after I've offered to explain? Actually, have explained more than 3 times how you did run. That's not going to make me angry when you go around saying you didn't run when I explained that. Okay, let's just move past this. Let's just stop this and get to the substance. Okay, let's just
We're literally just talking about ideas. Chill.
Okay, retard. Now let's just get to the point. So, is this correctly characterizing your argument, the one I typed out in the chat, retard?
I don't see anything.
Okay, well, maybe get your eyes checked, retard. Do you want me to ping you, retard? There, he pinged you, retard.
I think you have a mental health crisis. What?
And I think you're a retard, so that's fine. I don't really care about your view of me.
I don't think
So let's just, I don't care. We're not going to do this meta. We don't care about this.
No, we have to go back.
So now let's just get clear.
You on the head when you were what, 7 or 8? You got dropped on the head, and like since then you've been pissed off.
Can we stop this? Stop this.
Wait, didn't you say the word retard?
Yes, I called you a retard because I responded calling you a retard for a reason. Because you said that you've already started with the insults. Talking about I have a mental illness and that I shouldn't be getting furious when I explain why I'm getting angry.
All right, bro. Like I said, I don't think a therapist will help you. I think.
Okay, is this your argument? Is this your argument?
If you want to talk, like you're gonna have to cut out the retard.
Is this your argument?
Look,
is this your argument? Is this your argument? Is this your argument?
Just chill. We're just having a discussion.
Is this your argument? So you just came back. So you just came back to troll.
Do you want to continue to melt down and you could?
Okay, is this your argument? Is this your argument?
Let's start the discussion.
Is this your argument? Is this your argument? Yes, I'm starting. I'm starting with the question you're dodging. Is this your argument?
Let's start the argument. I don't think you get it. I don't think you understand.
Wait. Is this correctly characterizing your argument?
To be honest, I'm not even looking.
So look.
No, I'm not going to look. I'm going to talk to you. We're having a discussion. It'll be fine.
Wait, I need to know what is your argument.
Like I said, I can't see it. If you want to say something, you can say something. But
I need you to sign off on the argument in chat whether that's your argument.
Yeah, I think you're.
Do you want me to read it for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why didn't you just say that? Okay, the argument is premise 1, if logic is useful, then logic is real. Logic is useful. Conclusion, logic is real.
Sounds like a deductive argument.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing abduction here. Abductive argument, do you know what that is?
Wait, sorry. I take it all arguments are deductive.
Oh, really? So inductive arguments and abductive arguments don't exist?
Yes, abductive and inductive arguments can be structured deductively. In order for the argument to be valid, in any case, an argument is just a sequence of premises. So whether the argument's abductive, it's still a sequence of premises.
Okay, so do you want to say what abduction, induction, and deduction are?
No, I want to be clear whether this is your argument.
Yeah, like I'm saying, let me repeat myself. I'm making an abductive argument. You're making a deductive argument. It's 2 different things.
Those aren't contrastive. They're
No, they're
orthogonal.
different
You
things.
can
If you
have
don't know
them
this,
be
look
both.
it up.
Sorry, I said
You
they're
can ask that
orthogonal. You
question
can
to
have.
AI and it'll tell you.
Sorry, abductive arguments can be deductive.
The point of my argument is that the situation where logic is real is more plausible, and in order, what you have to do now is to
You're
create
not
another
tracking.
situation which is
Look,
more plausible than that.
look.
So
I'm
no,
I'm
you're not
asking you.
tracking.
What am I
Abduction
not tracking?
is a deference to a most plausible explanation.
Wait,
So
what
you
is?
need
What
to
am
come
I
up with
not
a better
tracking?
explanation now.
What am I not tracking?
You need to come up with a better explanation than logical realism.
Are you just going to
or
steamroll the whole
the situation
conversation?
which says- No, go ahead.
I'm asking you a clarifying question, and you clearly are avoiding and continuing to speak while I'm unclear what's being said. Look, I want to get clear. Let's first get clear. Is the argument I typed out in chat? If needed, I'll repeat it to you. Is that your argument?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say you're completely missing the point.
So that's not your argument. Okay, so then what is your argument?
That logical realism is the most plausible explanation for why, let's say, logic works so well for us to invent things, go to outer space, create
Wait,
iPhones,
sorry. That
those types of things.
sorry. That just means the argument I laid out was correct, because that's what that says.
Maybe if it says that, sure.
You're retarded.
I mean, oh really?
You just said the argument that's. Oh my god. Okay, so the argument is just going to be if logic is useful, then it's the most plausible. It's most plausibly explained by logic existing. Logic's useful. That's best explained by logic plausibly existing. What's the argument for the first premise?
What you wrote is
okay, what? Okay, so what is?
And,
that could just be some. That could just be explained abductively. The motivation for the first premise could just be abductive. All I did right now was reiterate it in a way that clearly makes it abductive. But either way, that doesn't change anything. I already told you deductive arguments are orthogonal. The premises could be supported abductively. All arguments could be regimented deductively. But in any case, I just want to know. Now this is clearly argument. What's the argument for the first premise?
The first premise? Let me see what you're talking about.
If logic is useful, it's most plausibly explained by logic existing. That argument.
Right. So what you have to do is give me an explanation that's better.
No. I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you if you have an argument for that first premise.
Well, okay. Let's say there's a fact about the world, right? Which is logic is useful for
wait,
us to,
I'm asking a question.
Wait. Go to outer space.
Before we go there, we got to get clear. I'm asking a question, and we're not going to leave until I get an answer. So is it a yes, I have an argument in support of P1, or no?
So here's what I'm going to tell you. There is a fact about the world.
Wait. No, wait. Yes, wait. Okay, we can talk about this after. We got to get a clear answer to the question before, right? We're going to go step by step. I asked the question. What is? Sorry. Sorry.
Evidence supporting premise one.
I'm asking. Sorry. Sorry. I'm asking you a question.
Okay. So is your question? Do I have evidence?
I'm asking. Do you have an argument supporting P1?
Okay. Does every premise need like arguments or something like that? Is that what you're saying? To support them? Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, I stepped away for a moment. What did you say?
Does every premise need arguments to support them?
Wait, why are you asking me a question? We can answer that question after mine gets an answer. The question on the table is whether you have an argument supporting P1.
First of all, that's not what I said. P1 is not what I said.
Wait, so P1, wait, to be clear, P1 isn't, if logic is useful, then it's most plausibly explained by logic existing? That is the P1 we're talking about. Yeah, that, oh, wait, when you said yes, wait, okay, wait, okay, wait, hold on, look, we gotta go clearly step by step. Do not do this belligerent act. I'm not clear. Is the answer yes, that's P1? Do you need me to repeat it? Because I'm not clear. I'm asking, is that your P1? I'm asking, is that your P1? I'm not clear.
Yeah, I think you're like literally putting this on me. I never gave you a premise 1, premise 2
wait,
conclusion.
Wait,
did that.
I'm asking you, is that not accurately your P1?
I said there's a fact about the world. Okay?
Wait. We gotta be clear step by step. You can say this after.
That's my P1.
So
That's my P1.
is wait.
You're making a completely different P1 for me.
Okay, wait. The P I offered that it was off of what you said, and I want to know if it accurately characterizes you. Is it a yes or no that it's if logic is useful, then it's most plausibly explained by logic existing?
You'd have to give me other examples of things that plausibly explain it.
But you see that response. But you see that response doesn't You see that response doesn't inform me if that's your first premise. Was that a yes or a no? I'm not clear. Look,
there's a with the world.
Sorry.
That's the first premise.
Wait, I need to get clear. Is the first premise I just said accurate or not? I don't know why you're avoiding the question.
Well, you're making up a completely not. I didn't say that premise.
So is the answer no? That it's not accurate.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say that? I've been asking whether it's yes or no, and you just didn't answer. If it wasn't accurate, you could have just said no.
Maybe.
Look, I'm just gonna. No, because you didn't say yes or no. Everything you said was anything but yes or no. So I was aware that what you were saying was not an answer. That's why I kept halting you, saying wait until I got a clear answer. So look, let's just get clear. So the first premise is not if logic is useful, then it was plausibly explained by logic existing. It's a no to that.
No. The first premise is there's a fact about the world. Logic and mathematics are very useful for building iPhones, going to outer space, making nuclear weapons. That's premise.
Okay, we're not talking about math for one. We can divorce math from this conversation. No, because
my premise one?
Wait, sorry, we're specifically talking about logical realism. If you're a mathematical realist, that's not a component of this conversation, right? We're talking strictly.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Okay, we don't need to include math. That's just going to include.
Okay, well, we don't need to exclude it. Don't be so scared of it.
Sorry, that's that. Sorry, I'm not upset. Look, that introducing mathematical. I'm not upset. I'm explaining a problem here. Maybe use your listening ears. So I don't care. I don't care about the tone. Let's not do the meta. So I want to get clear that if we introduce mathematical realism into the conversation, that baggage might confuse the progression of this conversation. So what we're not talking about is anything about mathematical realism. We're strictly talking about getting an argument with we're strictly getting an argument with the conclusion being that logical realism is true. So I'm not understanding what's the argument.
Premise one, logic, math are both very useful for creating iPhone, nuclear weapon.
Okay, logic is useful for creating stuff. Okay.
Great. All right. Premise two. This means that there's some kind of underlying structure to reality. Otherwise, why would it conform to these patterns? There is some pattern that's going on.
So wait, so P2 to be clear is if P1's true, then there's an underlying
there's an underlying pattern structure, because structural realism, let's say. I think this is what they call it.
Well, I'm pretty sure structural realism is like some type of modal thing, but in any case, I'm not.
It's that our scientific. I think it's the philosophical position that our scientific theories are saying real structures.
I'm not okay. So P2 is if P1, then there exist real structures. Structures are real.
Exactly. Okay. Good.
And then
the conclusion would be something like, since we have axioms to define our mathematics and our logics, and we see structures in the world, then those axioms must be real, because they completely match what we see in reality.
That's just an obviously invalid argument.
Okay, why?
Do you know what validity is? Surely you know basic logic. You just introduced a new conditional statement in your conclusion.
Well, this is like an abductive argument, if you remember.
Abductive arguments can still be deductive. Look, an argument, no matter what, must be valid. Right? Whether or not the reasoning is abductive, the structure of the argument must still be valid. And the way we're going to get clearly a valid argument is putting it deductively. Abductive arguments can be deductive. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this. They're not contrastive. They're orthogonal. Almost like all philosophers who do abductive inferences make them deductive. I don't know what you're talking about. But look, I'm trying to get... Do you understand how the conclusion doesn't follow from the premises?
Oh, could you explain that to me step by step?
Okay, and to be clear, do you know what validity is in logic?
Yeah, that the conclusion follows from the premises.
Okay. Do we agree that the conclusion is a new conditional statement?
Could you walk me through that? Why what is the conclusion?
What?
The conclusion is the best possible.
Are you able to look at your screen for a moment? Because it's typed out. You're gonna need in this conversation. You're gonna need to be looking at your screen, because there's gonna be a lot of typing to make clear of the argument. So it's gonna be inevitable you look at your screen. We're not gonna do this thing where I'm gonna orally communicate everything.
Oh, you're not going to orally communicate in a conversation.
Do you see the argument in chat? He said conclusion for the third part. Hello? Did you see the argument in chat?
Yes, hello.
Mm-hmm. You didn't
I
answer.
think you're just making a mountain out of a molehill there. Yeah, like,
Do you
you could easily...
wait? I'm asking you. Look, the question is, do you see how the conclusion is a new conditional statement?
I think if it was an abductive argument, it would be fine.
This is an abductive argument.
This is deductive, right? So
sorry, it's both. Wait, sorry, it's both. It's both abductive and deductive. It doesn't matter if it's abductive. Oh my God, are you just gonna keep? Why do you keep doing this? Wait, let's get clear. Do you think it's impossible that an argument's both abductive and deductive?
This is not relevant to what I'm talking about.
It is. Wait, if you want, I'll explain how it is. The reason it's relevant is because we're making an argument that is clearly valid, and in order to do that, the inference must be deductive. Now, your complaint is that if the argument's not, or what it seems to be is that if the argument's abductive, then the argument can't be deductive, and that's just false. So we're making the argument deductive, where the premises are supported abductively. So it's still an abductive argument because the motivation for the premises are abductive, but the structure of the inference is deductive, so it's clearly valid.
The conclusion is abductive.
Yep.
It's the best explanation. So what you need to do is...
Well, that's just transitively true. If the premises are supported abductively, that just means the conclusion's just abductively follows.
Okay. So this is what I want to happen. I want you to tell your explanation.
Wait, are we? No, wait. No, okay, again, wait. Again, you're doing the pivot thing. We want to get clear. Do you now understand an argument is both deductive and abductive is not something conflictive?
Yeah, that doesn't matter to me.
Okay. So we gotta make a clear. So we gotta get a clear, valid argument. That's what we need right now. And do you see how the conclusion? Do you see how the conclusions? Why are you over? Hold on. You're like clearly over talking. Do you see how the conclusion doesn't follow from the premises?
Yeah, I think you just wrote it wrong. I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, that's the structure of the argument as you spoke it. Now, if you want, we can try and reformalize the argument to which it's valid. I don't know if you're able to do that.
It's not important.
Sorry. It's not. Sorry, it's not important. You have a valid argument. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying it's not important what you're trying to do right now. The important thing is
do you agree a valid argument's important?
Listen, what you need.
Wait, no. We're not going to avoid the question. So, do you agree having a valid argument's important?
Yeah, you could easily reform.
Okay, and do you see your argument's not valid? Do we understand that?
I don't know why you're stuck on this.
Wait, no, because we haven't moved on. It's not clear you recognize your argument's not valid. Now you already conceded having a valid argument is pertinent. So now that your argument's not valid and it's pertinent that we have, it's imperative that we have a valid argument from you. Then we want is you to sorry. Then we want you to deliver a valid argument.
Can I recontextualize this conversation right now? Is that possible?
No. We're not going to pivot. Okay, so to be clear, to be clear, where we're at is we want a valid argument. Now, are you able to?
I know what you want. Can you listen to what I want?
Sorry, are you able to give a valid argument?
Okay, I guess you're like on a broken record here. So, do you have a problem with you giving an explanation for, let's say? Wait.
Okay, do you understand? I haven't.
I have an explanation, and then what we do is we compare those explanations. That's how abduction works.
Okay, you didn't offer an answer, so I'm not going to respond to that. Now let's get clear what the question on the table is that you didn't answer. The question on the table is, do you know how to make your argument valid?
Here, I'll just post something. I had the AI do it. Anyways, that's not important. What you're talking about is not important.
Sorry, wait. I don't care if you think it's not important. That's not an answer, right? I'm asking you, do you know how to make? And you already conceded it's important because you said having a valid argument is relevant. You actually signed off on that. Then your argument's not valid, therefore it's relevant. We get a valid argument. It's just the conclusion. Now, I just want to get clear. Do you know how to make your argument valid?
Is that supposed to prove that I'm an idiot or something?
No, we need a valid argument. If you're not capable of making a valid argument, I'll need to work with you to make your argument valid. Now it's your task to make it valid. If you can't do it on your own, then I will assist you.
I literally went into the AI, typed in my argument, and then said make it valid, and then I just printed it out for you. So can we get over this already?
Okay, so this is supposed to be the valid version of your argument.
So says the AI. Yeah.
Okay, well then you would have to take a moment to check over whether this is valid or not.
I didn't even read it, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm not at all surprised.
Uh-huh.
I would suspect someone who presumably wanted to have a logic debate and gave from the onset an invalid argument would be the same one who uses ChatGPT to make arguments, and the same person who wouldn't read over the structure of the inference that ChatGPT had delivered. Right? That's just expected.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. Like the AI is getting smarter every day.
Actually, the AI is infamously known for being terrible at logic.
Maybe so. But have you used it enough to know that for sure?
Yes, I actually tried myself to make arguments from opponents instead of me having to do the daunting task of help them deliver a valid argument. I asked ChatGPT, and when I read it over, in fact, more than 5 times, they were not valid.
It was wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Were you
Just
using
said that.
the 01 model, the new one?
Yeah, I'm just using whatever's the most recent ChatGPT.
Yeah, well, they have this 03 model, which apparently takes like $3,000 per query.
Okay, well,
supposedly smart.
okay. Well, let me read the argument and see if it's valid. By the way, anyone here had read it? I'm not. Let me see if this is even valid. Wait. Yeah. Let me see if this can. This is the lettering is so strange.
Do you want me to tell it to change the lettering?
Can you just explain to me how this is valid?
Maybe you can explain to me how it's not valid.
I never made the claim it's invalid.
Okay. Literally, I did not read it. Okay. So how am I going to explain to you that it's valid?
Okay, but you're supposed to be delivering a valid argument. If you gave an argument that's unclearly valid, then
I delivered it to you. Now you read it. I went to the argument.
Sorry, your task was to.
I got the valid argument, and then I delivered it.
Okay, your task is to produce a sound argument, which it's logically prior to having soundness that the argument's valid, and it's not clear this argument's valid. But now you're saying you don't know the structure of your own argument.
I literally just picked up the argument. I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about something else, which you're not letting me get to.
Well, we're gonna progress once we first establish you have a valid argument. Obviously.
Like I don't even think that matters. Yeah, I don't even think that matters. It's not relevant.
Sorry, if your argument's not valid, then you just wouldn't be giving reasons to support the conclusion. That's just what it means for it to be invalid. That if the premises were true, it doesn't follow to the conclusion. So if you're giving an argument where I can accept the premises and it doesn't support the conclusion, because if the premises were true, it doesn't entail the conclusion, then it's just you wouldn't be doing anything to support the conclusion.
Just have a conversation.
Yeah, we're having a conversation on epistemic reasons concerning the way logic exists. Then you produce an argument that served as then you gave an argument that serves as the epistemic motivations, and then the argument from the onset was invalid. Now you gave this AI response, which is also not valid. But it's when I asked you whether or not your argument, when I asked you if you know this argument's valid or not, you said you don't know yourself, which just seems like you're not being intellectually honest. Okay, so it seems you're not being intellectually honest because it seems you're not being. It seems you weren't being.
Like you said, we'll be able to talk about a thing after I get you an argument.
It seems you're not being intellectually honest because your task was to give a sound argument.
You gave me that task. I did not set that task for myself. Okay?
So
now, I gave you something.
So we want to get clear whether then you have a sound argument. Do you have a sound argument?
Okay. Why don't you read it and find out?
I'm asking you whether you have a sound argument. If this is to say this.
Read the argument. Tell me if it's sound. Tell me why it's not sound.
No. I'm asking you whether. Sorry, I'm asking you whether this argument is aiming to be sound.
Pretty sure it is.
Okay, so you believe it's sound. So can you explain to me how it's valid?
Can you explain to me why it's not valid?
Did I make that claim?
No,
so then why? So I'm asking you. Look, you made the claim that it's sound, which means it's also valid, of course. So I'm asking you to explain how it's valid. I don't know why you're doing this shifting of the burden of proof when I never made the claim it's invalid. That you're now asking me to show. Your claim was that the argument was sound. You just said that like less than 20 seconds ago.
Explanation. Can you explain to me your position? I don't even know
what
you believe.
I want you to explain to me how this argument's valid.
Okay, here's my position. Logic and math are real things.
Okay, I know that's what the argument's aiming to show. I'm asking what.
Now, if you want to say something else, please do. Tell me what your position is.
I'm asking you. Okay, I'm asking you whether this argument is valid. You said yes.
Yeah, and you're not telling me your position.
I'm asking you to show me how it's valid.
Yeah, I know what you're asking, and I'm asking you to tell me your position.
Wait, no,
what is your position?
Wait, your current task right now is to show how it's valid. Why are you not doing that?
Yeah, I need to know what your position is.
No, you don't.
That's how abductive arguments work.
No, you don't.
To the best. So right now, abductively, I'm winning because my position is the only one on the table.
Okay, I'm wondering if you can show.
The argument.
Okay, I'm wondering if you can show how the argument's valid.
First of all, since my position is the only one in the room right now, I already won. What you need to do is give me a better explanation.
Okay, I'm asking you whether this argument, if you are able to show how it's valid.
Okay, like I'm ready to, like I call myself the winner. I declare myself the winner of this debate.
Okay, but can you show me how? Can you show me how the argument's valid?
If you don't tell me your position, like, then there's nothing that I'm really competing against, is there?
Can you explain to me how the argument's valid?
Like I said, abductively, deference to the best explanation. We have the only explanation.
Wait,
it's real.
I'm not. We're not. Oh my God, you. Okay, but
Game is over.
Do you understand what I'm asking you right now?
You asked me for an argument. I gave you an argument.
Sorry. No one said anything about. Sorry, no one said anything about being true or false. What I said is to use an argument. You gave this argument. I asked you if it's sound. You said, yeah, you think it's sound. Then I'm asking you to illuminate to me how the argument's valid. Now your task is to show how it's valid.
Why don't we read it out? If you're so obsessed with it, and I already won the debate because you don't even have a position, go ahead, read out those premises. One by one. Let's do it.
Wait.
Mr. Genius.
Wait.
Mr.
Sorry.
Let's go through it.
I'm asking you whether you can show how the argument's valid.
Why don't we do it together? Go ahead, read the first premise.
Wait, no, I'm not going to read the first premise out loud. I'm asking you whether you can show. I'm asking you whether you can show how the argument's valid.
Read some words off a screen. This is what you want.
Why
don't you pursue it?
I'm asking. I'm asking you whether you can show how the argument's valid. You never offered an answer.
Why don't we work through it together? Okay, what's the first premise?
Okay, do you understand what's the question I'm asking you? Okay, do you understand the question I'm asking you?
Validity, arguments, these kinds of things.
What is the question I'm asking you?
What is the question you were asking? That's the question. In any case, do you want to just read the first premise and we can go together?
No, we're not going to pivot. I want to be clear.
Pivoting.
Can you? We want to get clear. Can you show how the argument's valid?
Why don't we do that together? Do you want me to say it again? I can say it third time, fourth time, fifth time. Read the first premise and we'll work through it. See if it's valid or not.
Okay, I need
for the benefit.
Okay, I need a yes or no. Are you able to show how the argument's valid?
Able, probably, willing, maybe not.
So you're unwilling to show how the argument's valid, is that correct?
Yeah, I would like your cooperation in showing.
Okay, so until you show me, since you're unwilling to show me how the argument's valid, and until you produce a clearly valid argument, your argument would not show to support your conclusion. We can end here because now you're admitting that you have an admission of guilt, that you will not be willing in this conversation to produce a clearly valid argument.
Let's work together. And you said, I'm not going to read premise one. That's you running away right there.
Okay, so if we're clear that you're unwilling to give a valid argument, we can end it here.
I'm willing if you're willing to cooperate.
I asked you if you're willing to produce a valid argument, and you literally said no. So are you walking it now back?
I already won this argument because abductively, this is the only position on the table.
Wait, so is the answer?
A better position.
Okay, so is the answer yes or no that you will show how the argument's valid?
Look, when you read the first premise, we can start working through it together. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm asking you whether yes.
Why don't we just look at the freaking argument?
Okay, I wanna. Okay, so I want to know whether you will be willing to show how the argument's valid. Now, is the answer yes or?
Together. So the first step to that is you reading premise one. Let's read premise one.
Wait, so is the answer yes?
Let's work through it together. I don't know what you don't understand.
Okay. I'm asking whether you're willing to show how the argument is valid, and I haven't gotten a yes or no.
Yeah, I literally said the same thing 10 times. Let me say it an 11th time. Okay. I'm willing for us to work through it together right now and see if it's valid. Why don't you read premise 1?
Wait.
That'll get us started off.
Okay, I need a clear answer. So the question is, are you willing to show how the argument is valid? Yes or no?
Is this like a form of autism? Is this what it is?
Look, I'm asking you whether you're willing to deliver some explication of how the argument's valid. Is the answer yes or
no? You can only receive yes or no answers, huh? Right? Yes or no, only thing you can take.
Is the answer yes or no?
Are you okay? Like, read premise 1 already, all right? Let's work through it together. If you're really, if you're really intellectually honest, you want to see the truth of the situation, regardless of, who's doing what, whose position. Is it about people fighting each other, or is it about finding out what's true?
Look, you can make it. So we can do one of two things. You can say yes or no, or you can tell me straight up you will not answer strictly yes or no. If you answer to the latter, we'll end it. And if you answer to the former, then we can progress the conversation. No, I gave you a disjunct. I gave you a disjunctive options. I'm asking, it's your choice. I'm informing you the entailments of the two choices. On one horn, we will end it. On the other, we'll progress. So either answer yes or no, or tell me you will not answer.
Look, I think I made my position clear. I want us to work together and find this out. And you don't want to do that, so you can run away if you want. That's your choice. You are free to do that.
Okay, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
You don't have to believe in the truth. Run away from it.
But
you can, and you will. You will.
Okay, but I'm asking you whether you would say yes or no, or we can leave it here.
Yeah, if you want to make an ultimatum where you get out scot-free without looking at the truth, that's fine. You could do that. Amen. Oh, more power to you, brother.
Wait. Okay, so I'm assuming that's going to be. I will not answer yes or no.
Yeah. Does it sound like that? Do you think that's the abductive conclusion?
Okay, so
the most plausible explanation.
Okay, so if you're not going to say strictly yes or no, you can feel free to leave. If you are willing to say yes or no, then I'll stay in the chat and wait. But do not give me the wrong idea and stay here and then not give strictly yes or no. I will end up just kicking you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do that. Let's do the part where you kick me and then you say I ran away again. Let's do that.
Okay, well, I already have video footage that you are running from the question, right? And that let the people decide. Okay, and you are aware that you're creating a deadlock by not answering yes or no. Do we understand that?
I'm aware that you are not willing to constructively seek the truth here, and you're playing some kind of I'm smarter than you game. If you really were an honest truth seeker, you would read premise 1, and we would both find out whether it's a valid argument. But that's not what game you're playing, is it? That's not the game going on here.
I don't know. I'm not doing any game, and I'm not here to show.
You're not playing games?
And I'm not.
You're not?
And I'm not here to show that I'm intellectually superior to anyone. What I'm here is to see if you are able to deliver a sound argument that logic is real.
I'm inviting you to read premise 1, and we can.
I understand the invite, but that just doesn't answer the question of yes or no. Will you show?
Because you're autistic. Like, you literally cannot get past one little tiny, whatever you call it, disjunction.
Okay, Mason, can you just kick him?
Yeah.
Just literally just disconnect him from the group chat. If one of you want to talk with him, feel free. If not, just kick him.
Yes. Let's talk to Mason. Maybe he has more to say.
How long is later? When are you able to talk with this retard? Are you able to talk with this retard? I think M. Kissinger said he's not free to talk. If I'm wrong, and if he's also willing to talk with him, we can have that. If not, we can leave the call and come back at a later time. So then Mason can also, in his own free time, show how this guy's a retard.